Hello everyone, welcome to the last and final module for the mini course in our Budget for Freedom planner. If you are wanting the planner, it is linked below on the description box. But also, if you have the planner, open up to module number 4. I just recorded a module 3 and I'll have it linked somewhere up here. So we're doing module 4 today. Whether you have a PDF version or you have the actual physical one, we can do it together. But if not, and you don't have the money to buy the BFF right now, that's absolutely fine. Please use any pen and paper and try and follow along, because I think this will be very vital to have an understanding so that we can start planning for the future. If you haven't started saving, you can still start now. You can start in March. So end of this month, we can have a plan for how we're going to be saving for Christmas, for birthdays, for events, for weddings, for whatever is coming up in your life. But the main one is that emergency fund that we need to all have. So we cannot spend money on credit card and debts and stuff. Okay, so module 4 is basically called Saving for the Future. So that's what savings are for. Savings are for any future occurrence that come through life that happen. So what I wrote here is identifying future expenses. So these expenses could be your repairing your car, which is what I actually need, medical expenses, vacations, holiday gifts, home maintenance, or even major life events like weddings or a down payment on a house. So having a plan for that could be very helpful and vital for your future. So for example, medical expenses, if you know you are pregnant, you have 9 months to save money so that things that happen, you have a plan for that. But alternatively, we use medical aid and gap cover to make sure that things like that are covered. But vacations, if you want to go on a honeymoon or a little vacation with your friends or family or your husband or your children, save for that. Don't use credit card. It's just going to be nicer to come back and know that you don't have to pay off this debt and the holiday is over. Birthdays, if there's major birthdays coming up, home maintenance, if you want to upgrade your kitchen or your bathroom or whatever, save for that. If you want to buy a house, like for me, I'm currently renting. I enjoy renting, so I don't need anyone pressuring me to buy a house. Sometimes my mom does, but I enjoy it just because I'm not 100% sure which area I want to live in for a long time. So I enjoy renting for now while I figure things out. If you're having a wedding coming up, then do that. Then there's also things like emergency fund. So for me, I've had 2 funerals that have just popped up back to back within 1 week. So those kind of things you cannot plan for. So that's when you would use an emergency fund, or again, policies and funeral covers and things like that could also come in handy. But it's all for the future. So that's what basically module 4 is going to be about. So what I'm going to do is a future picture. So a saving future picture, as we did previously on the module 3, we did a debt picture of having an idea of what is our debt, how we're looking at month to month, and what are we working with. Again, categories, what we need to make sure we are sorting out every single month and have envelopes for, but also your budget, your full budget, your need, your wants, your income, how much is left, what you need to work with, what you need to get rid of, things like that. It's very important. Okay, so now let's have a look at my saving picture, my future picture. So number 1 on my savings, I am going to put the emergency fund. I feel like we should actually all put the emergency fund as number 1. So emergency fund. Number 2 for me, it's Christmas. Christmas doesn't go anywhere, and for some odd reason I end up spending so much money on Christmas. It's not some odd reason, let's be honest. I am such a generous person, but also my family enjoys parties and hanging out together, so we end up doing Secret Santa. We spend a lot of money on food, on brides, on this, on that. So I have to make sure that it's all planned for. And then number 3 for me, it is Black Friday. For this year, I want to be able to shop on Black Friday. I don't know shop what, but I want to have that money saved and put away. Number 4 for me, it is for back to school, because I have a child. I just have to make sure that the school stuff is sorted when we start the new year. Number 5 for me, it is a camera. I'm not happy with the quality of my camera anymore. I've had it for so long. I think I had it since 2016. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 8 years, 2024. So yeah, I need a new camera, so I'm gonna save for that. I also need a television. I'm not someone who watches the TV, but Skylar loves it, so I'm doing that for her. For like things like weekends, or she can watch TV. I see how much she enjoys it at my mom's house. I'm also saving for a Smeg kettle, we all know that, and an air fryer. I feel like I've watched so many videos on meals made through an air fryer, and I'm like, I just need it. And then lastly, I'm saving for a holiday. So I tried to list them in the order of the importance of the each goal. So emergency funds is the one most important one for me, Christmas, and then Black Friday. School is important, but also school comes after Christmas, so that's why it's listed here. Camera, television, kettle, air fryer, holiday. I will live without these things. I will be fine, but I still want them, and it's okay to save for a luxury life and live a luxury life on a budget. I always say that you don't have to pretend to have it all and all of that because you're using loans and credit card. You can save for it, and it's okay. It doesn't matter what people think. I genuinely don't care what people think. If I am planning my luxury lifestyle and on a budget, I don't care. It's fine. So for my emergency amount, I will have a goal amount here, which is 10,700 Rand. I know, very random, but you have to just calculate your important expenses. So maybe rent, car, whatever. And then whatever the total is, that's like a month ahead of your expenses. So for me, it's 10,700 Rand. Christmas, I am planning on saving 4,000 Rand this year. Black Friday, I am going to save 7,000 Rand this year. School, I am planning on 5,000 Rand. Camera, I have looked for the camera that I want, and it's around 13,000 something, so I'm going to say 14,000. Television, I don't know how much are TVs, to be honest with you, so I have estimated 7,000 will be an okay TV. I don't need something too big. We've got a projector which ends up looking like this house has a cinema, so I don't need something too big, but yeah, it would be nice to get one. Kettle, the Smeg kettle I am looking for, so it's not that massive one. It's 2,500 Rand. It's just for me, KB. We're the only ones that drink coffee in this house. Air fryer is also around 2,000 Rand, so I'm going to say 2,500. I'm using the 100-day challenge, which we all know about. I posted on all my social medias, so if you don't follow me on Instagram and TikTok, it's linked below. Follow me, Noma's Diary, and you can keep up with my savings. Holiday, I am going to budget around 8,000 Rand. Again, it's going to be somewhere around here, in case then nothing hectic. It's just to get away with my husband. So when do I need this by? So for the emergency fund, I'm going to say I will give it the year. So I'm going to say December. For Christmas, I will say November. Black Friday is also November. Back to school is going to be January. Do they open in January? Yes, January. So I'm going to say December because they open in January. Camera, I don't know when I want a new camera. I'm just going to say November. I might actually end up using this camera savings with my Black Friday amount and buying a new camera and other things that I want as well. Television, I'm going to say around July. I don't know why, just in the middle of the year. I mean, I think it's because it's just going to be winter as well. It's going to be indoors most of the time. It's going to be nice to have TV. But again, our winter here in Durban is not really winter. But it's fine. We call it winter. Kettle, I want to get my kettle next month. So March, I should be done with my challenge. Air fryer as well, March. And lastly, holiday. I wanted to say June just because we didn't get a honeymoon and it's going to be our second year wedding anniversary. So should I say June, July, August? I'm just trying to think, when am I busy at work as well? August, September, July, August, September, October. Let's say October. I think that's when I'm not too busy at work. I don't want to be on holiday and come back and be like swamped and stressed. So yeah, I'm gonna work around that. And again, after October, September, November, I have to launch the new BFF. So it's things like that that I have to think ahead for. Because this year the BFFs launched so late and I want to eliminate that at all cost next year. This year. Yes, this year. Months to go now for that. So December, we have, what is it? Is it 10 months? So is it currently February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, so December, we have 10 months to go. Christmas, we have 9 months to go. Black Friday, 9 months to go. School, 10 months to go. Camera, 9 months to go. Television, March, April, May, June, July, 5 months to go. Kettle, 1 month. 1 month. Air fryer as well. And then holiday, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So 8 months to go. Okay, so our monthly savings then for that. Now this is obviously going to be different for everyone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 10,700 divided by 10 months, which will be 1,700 rand divided by 10 months. Yeah. 1,070 is what I need to save a month from now on. I need to let you guys know that I have been putting money away. I'm currently on 2,000 something. So this is just to show you how to calculate your monthly savings. But currently, if I had to say 10,700 minus the 2,000, I'm just going to say 2,000 something that I've saved in my Time Bank account. And I divide this now by 10 months. I actually have to put 820 Rand away. So this is just a guide to show you how to calculate your monthly savings. Christmas, I'm currently using the 10 Rand and 20 Rand challenge, and I've shared it here. I'll link the video somewhere up here of me showing you guys how I'm calculating my Christmas savings. My Christmas savings. So for now, because we've got 9 months to go, and for the video, 4,000 divided by 9 months is 444 Rand, so 450 Rand a month. that I have to save. Black Friday, I'm using the snowball challenge. So again, that changes as well. So if we go 7,000 minus what I've currently saved, which is 2,300 Rand. Divide this now by, what is this, 9 months? 522 Rand is what I need to save. So let's say 530. That needs to be saved. School is 5,000 Rand. If we divide that by 10 months, it's going to be 500 Rand a month. What I'm going to be using for the school is the 100-day challenge. So as soon as I complete this one, which is next month, I'm then going to do the same challenge again for school savings. Camera is 14,000 Rand and we have 9 months to go. Again, with the camera, I'm going to be using the 52 envelope challenge. So if we go 14,000 minus by, I don't know how much I've saved in the 52 envelope challenge, I won't say 400. If we divide that now by 9 months, so it's 1,290 a month that I need to make sure I am saving. Then we have television, which is 7,000 as well. And if we divide that by 5 months, it's 1,400 a month. Then we have kettle, which is 1 month to go. So I'm not going to write that just because I'm using the challenge. I don't know how to calculate that. And then holiday, which is 8,000 Rand. If we divide that by 8 months, it's 1,000 Rand a month. So the total amount I am trying to save this year, let's calculate it together. So 10,700 plus 4,000 plus 7,000 plus 5,000 plus 14,000 plus 7,000 plus 2,525 plus 8 is 60,700 Rand. Whoa. Let's see if we can do this. We'll see. And how much a month has to go onto savings. So if we go 1070 minus 450, oh, not minus, plus 450 plus 530 plus 500 plus 1,290 plus 1,400 plus 1,000 is 6,240 Rand a month. Now when you've calculated this and you've got your figures, this looks huge. This looks huge, but if I save this amount a month, I can get to that. And if we look at last year, when I paid off over 50,000 Rand in my loan, then it's definitely doable. I just need to be disciplined and focus on the goal. So what I need to do for this monthly saving, so obviously most of it is challenges. So for example, this is not a challenge, but I'm going to create a challenge now on the BFF with you. But the Christmas one is a challenge, so I'm using 10 Rand and 20 Rand. So I'm not going to be physically pulling out 450 Rand at the end of the month when I get paid, but I'm going to be putting away 20s and 10s that are change. Black Friday, I'm using the snowball effect, which means this month I need to put away 1,000 Rand. Next month will be 900. I'm just going down from there. Again, snowball challenge. If you don't know it, I'm going to record another video covering all the saving challenges I'm using this year. 5,000 Rand, I'm using the 100-day challenge that helps you save 5,000 Rand in 100 days. Camera, I'm using the 52 envelope challenge. And then television, I'm not using a challenge. Kettle, I'm using a challenge. And then holiday, I'm using a challenge. So I'm going to do a video of how am I saving with the challenges, and how much I've currently saved, and how am I looking, and how much to go. So now we've got an idea of how much we have to make sure we saved at the end of the month, and how much we will save at the end of the year if we stay consistent. I also wrote a little message over here. Obviously, if you have your BFF, you can read it for yourself, but basically it says, sinking funds provide peace of mind and financial stability by ensuring that you have money set aside for a specific purpose, reducing the stress associated with financial emergencies or large planned events. So it just reduces the stress. So if I have to buy a camera and I'm going to wait for my bonus in November, for example, when I get paid, now I'm taking my whole bonus to buy a camera. But actually what I could have done is put 1,200 Rand away every single month from my income. When I get my bonus is just going to go to me for whatever I need at the time. But the camera is already sorted because I took little bites every month to help me get the bigger goal. Okay, so this is our yearly goals. So my biggest financial goal this year is to increase my income by 6,500 Rand a month. So this is going to require me to put in more work with my YouTube videos, with my AdSense, at work, so with incentives and stuff. What else? Maybe getting an increase, like maybe getting a promotion. So things like that. Obviously, we have different lives. You will just have to ask yourself, what can you do if your goal is similar to mine? But maybe your goal is just to pay off a certain loan. Then you work towards that according to that goal. Last year, that was my goal. My biggest financial goal was to pay off my F&B loan, and I did. This year, my goal is to increase my income by 6,500 Rand a month. Why is this goal important to me? So I can save more and pay off my debt. And then I've got some goals for each quarter over here. And over here it says less of this, more of this. So less of eating out and Uber Eats and more meal prepping. But I still need to fill in more. Important days and events that require money. You have to make sure you know these, because these are also shocking events that just need you to have money. So like my sister's graduating this year. It's our 2nd year anniversary, Skylar's birthday, Christmas. I have to know these events so that I can have a plan for them. This is now our savings tracker. So in the savings tracker, we're going to track how much we have saved each month on each specific category. So number 1 savings is Christmas. I put Christmas there on purpose because we all experience Christmas. Unless you don't, you're welcome to scratch it off and put something else. But most of us do. And Christmas usually takes on a lot of money from us. So I've put Christmas. The next one that I'm going to put there is Black Friday. So I'm going to put BF. The next one is camera. The next one is holiday. The next one is emergency. Merge. The next one is going to be school. And lastly, I'm going to put furniture. So with my kettle, TV, air fryer and stuff, I'm not going to put it like in isolation. I'm just going to say furniture. Okay, so these are my savings and my goals for this year to save for. Just gonna write the amount at the bottom over here. So here it says goal amount with that shaded box. That's where we're gonna put amount. So for Christmas, we agreed on 4,000 Rand. For Black Friday, 7,000 Rand. For camera, 14. For holiday, 8,000. For emergency fund, 10,700. For school, 5,000. And what's nice is even if school requires just a little bit more, like maybe it was 5,600 Rand that I end up spending, all I need is 600 Rand when, you know, it's time to spend that money, because I would have already saved the 5,000. So it doesn't mean that it's going to be exactly 5,000. It just means that I have planned ahead, and if I do need more, then it's not too much more. But also, I could not spend the whole 5,000 and it ends up being like 4,600 Rand. That means I have 400 Rand to spend, which is nice. Furniture, so let's say 7 plus 5, so around 12,000 Rand on furniture that we are saving for. Okay, so this is our trackers, and then here monthly how much we have saved. I'm going to do a separate video covering all of that so that we can write down how much we saved in January. I've wrote it down on another piece of paper so that I can record a video and keep you guys up to date with my savings as well, and you can also keep yourself up to date. Now, month ahead, calculate your bills or just rent or mortgage or whatever you prefer. You're gonna write what are you going to be using for this month ahead. Are you going to be using just rent or just mortgage or rent and bills or just bills or your contribution? I don't know, whatever it is that you spend on bills or just rent or just mortgage. We're going to try and save another amount so we can be ahead. So let's say I'm going to just say rent, car, insurance. Okay, these are my month ahead that I'm going to save for. And I calculated it to around 10,700 Rand. Car, I'm also including petrol and stuff like that. Insurance, I'm also including gap cover. So medical aid and the other payments comes from KB's income, so that's why it's not really my insurance, but it is. He pays for our medical aid. Let me just, and also school fees, he sorts that out. Just want to squash it in here nicely. Insurance. I could have just wrote rent and bills, rent and expenses. I don't know, it's fine. So start date for this challenge for me will be the end of this month. So payday, so it's going to be the 20, when is payday? 23rd. Let me just say 25 February. And the amount that I'm going to save is 10,700 Rand. I don't have a starting balance, but I do. So I'm currently sitting on 2,470 Rand. So let's put that down, 2,470, and I'm saving on my Time Bank account. And the monthly contributions. So now if I take the 10,700 minus 2,470 equals to 8,230. And if I divide it by the amount of houses we have here. So if you read at the top there it says Goal amounts must be divided by 32 will equal each house to color in and track your progress. So if we go 8,230 divided by 32 is 257 a month, so 260 Rand a month to color in each house. So let's go 260. But now, if we go 8,230, that was the actual balance that we have to go to save the 10,700 Rand, and divided by the months. So let's say 10 months to go to finish the year. It's 823, which is a monthly contribution. So I'm gonna say 830. This is the monthly contribution. So for now, just to show you how to fill in the tracker, but again, I'll keep you updated. We have saved 2,470 so far. So I'm going to say in December, so for the January income. So let's say let's say December. December. And I'm going to divide that amount by 2. 2,470 divided by 2, 1,235. We saved 1,235. It was almost 1,234. How cool! Which means we have saved. I'm put in a different color. 1,235 by December. And then in January, we added another 1,235, which means the new balance is now 2,470 Rand saved. Okay, so now if we take the 2,470 Rand and we divide it by 260, it means we can color in 9 houses. Okay, so that is 4, 8, and 9 over there. So if I grab my color pens, I'm just going to use this pink over here, even though it's not really coloring it in, it's just shading it. Okay, so I've colored in the 9 houses. And that's how you do the month ahead challenge. And obviously I will be taking you along as well. On the next video, I'm going to give you an update of my savings so far, as the first quarter is about to end in March. It hasn't been the best first quarter for me, but it's okay. We're going to pick ourselves up and move right along. And hopefully your first quarter has been going much better than mine. And also I am hopefully fully back, even emotionally and mentally, so that we can be able to keep on track of our savings and our debt, and also our monthly budget as well. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back with another video updating you on my savings and also on my recap of my budget for the month of February. Thank you so much for watching. Our modules are officially done, and fill in your BFFs. Help yourself as I try and help you as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I do appreciate you guys. I appreciate your patience. And again, if you're wanting the new wallets that have just launched, it will be linked below. And also the video, I'm going to have it somewhere up here so you can see the different colors. But also if you want the BFF, again, it's linked below. Bye.